So funny note, this is a mini game. So MJ died there because she didn't press the F button. I saw the F button there. If you die here, your death list is done. Gate 5 normal is different. It's based on your number. It's your number times 2. She's going to spawn shapes. So shape is gonna come out. Party 1 takes white shape times 2 of your number. So if you notice here, she spawns shapes, right? So if you eat one of these, you're going to get a stack. So the reason why Paladin's eating it is because it's 4 times 2. So he needs to eat 8 shapes to get his buff. So gate 5, funny part is if people die in gate 5, you have to restart every time. You need all 8 people alive most of the time. So you notice on top of my head is I ate 2 shapes because I'm party number 1, right? Oh fuck. So I have a circle on top of my head. Since I'm a circle, times 3 and times 3 plus 1, right? You have to stand on times 3 shape of the map here. And this is why Koreans use a lot of times 3s instead of cardinals, because it organizes things a lot easier, if that makes sense. So last stage comes at 144. So when she goes out to 143, this is where you need to gather your shapes 100%. If no one has a shape, if 2 people don't have a shape, you have to restart straight up. So getting the shape is more important than doing damage. So look at this here. If the black shape and the white shape gather up at a times 3 formation, we create a shape on the bottom. Why do we need to stand on times 3 in this case? She shoots a laser either vertical or horizontal. So if I'm marked here as a hexagon, she puts a horizontal laser. If this laser hits any of these shapes, you wipe. That's why you place it accordingly here. And sometimes explosions land under your feet too, right? You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for that. Cheese tip is if you stand right on the corner like this, the meteor doesn't fall on you. So if you're finished with your shape, you can actually run the corner and hide, and no meteor is gonna bother you. That's a cheese tip. So this one, the next mechanic is at 100 bars. She floats up. Look how it lights up. So this lights up first, right? And then this lights up second. You have to stagger the left bowling ball and then the right bowling ball, and then you stagger the middle. If you don't do it in time, you wipe. And then at the same time, there will be counter on the top and the counter on the bottom. So you notice a counter over here. So she does a counter over here, right? You have to counter that. If you miss that counter, you get almost a kill damage and you get silence. So you won't be able to counter the second one, right? Now afterwards, when you're done, everyone needs to go in on the left side, but 3 people need to go in on the right side. The reason why is if everyone goes inside these bowling balls, she does a wipe attack. That's why. So in this case over here, we're on the left side. The people on the right side is different. So we're on the left side here. We need to get 3 buffs each and stagger on the 10th bar. You gotta succeed the stagger. If you don't, you wipe, because you don't get enough. So you notice I have 3 buffs here like this, right? And when you kill them, you have to go outside in time. If you don't go outside in time, you get stuck in there and you're dead and you have to restart. Yep. If one person dies here at any point in time, you have to restart. Now here at this point, you have to stagger. So before you stagger, check the ground. Look at the ground. Look at the ground and you'll see a laser happening. So check this out, see? So she creates it. And then do your stagger skills. And see a laser? You have to stand here because she does an explosion. And then laser 3 o'clock. Laser 11 and then 1 and then 6 and then 9 o'clock, right? So that's a Y and a cross, which is over here. You have to find the right shape, the right Simon says, and then everyone needs to stand in here to pass the mechanic. And then the second shape mechanic starts here. So we do damage, we do damage, we do damage. Get some shapes. I got my shapes over. Oh, so I got 3, right? Oh, what do? I got 3. If you eat the black one, it reverts back. So I'm gonna save my Esther. You have a lot of Esther choices. You can use a Zena to push DPS, or you can use. Oh, here we go. So this one you have to gather up to what do you call it? So that platform that happened on that player, it explodes, as a big damage. So if players stand on top of it, it divides the damage. So that's what you need to do. Everyone just need to stand on top of each other. Okay, this one, when you see this kind of shape, is going to do an explosion, and then this is a kill attack if you're on item level. You gotta watch out. You have to use your time stop there. If you die, if someone dies here or 2 people dies here, you have to restart and do it from the very beginning all over again. And you don't want to do that. That's why people use time stop a lot here. Now make sure to stand in the very center of the ×3+1. Why? Because the explosion that we just saw, the horizontal and vertical explosion, it explodes in a donut. So I'm star, right? I'm going here. Look at that. It explodes in a donut. And if you place it wrong, again, the shape is going to explode, and then you wipe. Yep, and after you're done, you just need to drop her HP from 50 to 0. That's it. And then what I usually do is you use Shandy. Because these marbles explode. These marbles are kill damage. Even I die at 1600 eye level. What Shandy does is he slows time and resets cooldown once. So that's why I awaken twice. If you have a very strong team, Shandy actually does more DPS than using Azena. And then when you're done with that, I usually turn on the BGM because you guys like the BGM. And you just wait. Oh, I don't even know how I'm gonna explain Gate 6. There's so much shit to talk about. Gate 6, check this out. Good tip here. You see this? This is exactly the same stage. See? It's three cubes. So when you guys are deciding a strategy, use this here. I'm not going to do the deathless strategy at the very end. We're just gonna do it as if we're doing a tri-party thing. It's a very slow raid. A pull takes about like 15 to like 20 minutes sometimes. It actually takes that long for some reason. So this particular raid, you fall, right? So you have to stay away from the edges. Stay away. Can't stress that enough. Unless you're Foss and try to do back attack when she's on the back like that, right? You get tapped and then you die sometimes if you stand right there. If you know what you're doing, you can do it. But like sometimes you don't want to stay. So this is Darius. We call this Darius. If you get hit by this, you're dead. I'll just tell you that because it has a bleeding damage as well. So if you see a red mark anywhere in the map, just run to that safe spot. Stop what you're doing. Everything. Stop what you're doing and then just run to that spot. She's going to teleport and do the little thing. So you type your shape. Look at this over here. You see the shape, right? We call this octagon. And then she's going to fire a bunch of what do you call it? A bunch of projectiles. Go to the center, and then go to your safe spot. So this is 1, right? And this is 0, 1, 0. And then 105. So sometimes I type the thing first and then you type 105. So you can't see the chat because of the of your chat. So just communicate accordingly. And then she does a little shape. So this is a hourglass. Hourglass is 701. One of the guys, it's 8 different shapes. So it's hourglass one is 701. You just call it and then communicate and then you move. You do this twice in the whole raid. I'm just gonna save. So this is aimed by 2 guys. If you get hit by that ray, you're dead because you get pushed away. Same thing here. She chooses a target and fires it 2 times. If you get hit by this yellow, if you get hit by any yellow warning sign, you're dead most of the time. Almost 9 out of 10 times you're dead. And when the meteor starts, it goes. Everyone gets a meteor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So it's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then everyone runs out. The reason why we do this is because every meteor is going to destroy a stage. Every meteor is going to destroy a stage, and then the next meteor comes out every minute. The blue meteor comes out every minute. Yellow meteor is based on the boss's HP. Okay, if she does yellow meteor way too fast, what's going to happen is at the bottom side, if you drop it, if more than 3 tiles are broken, you wipe. That's why. That's why you have to cut DPS in this raid. So next one, it was 2 meteors, right? Now it's going to be 3 meteors. What we're going to do is most pugs do 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now this one is gather up. Green circle needs to get out. 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 That guy did not go out. So if you do that, if someone is that there on a tri party, you're all dead. Okay, 4, 5, 6. Now you do DPS, a yellow meteor spawn, everyone go to 6. We're controlling the meteors, okay? Now from 126, what you need to do is you need to wait about 1 minute until the tile spawns to go to the Chanmi mode, right? We call it Chanmi, right? Okay, this is a grab. So when she does that motion, it's 100% grab. So if you're a Gunlancer, stay away from that grab. Because if she happens to grab you, the after explosion. Oh shit! Oh! So, okay. Let me go to the explanation again. Holy shit, how did I live there? 11, 12, 1, 3. So you see that? Dividing here, and then we kill the boss. Holy shit, that scared me. My brain froze there. So when this line happens, you can cut it. You have to cut it. If you don't cut it, red meteor falls down, okay? And then the cutscene happens, and then the platforms will spawn, okay? Okay. So if you stick in the middle, just stand around here, and then she does like explosions. See, here's the 2 explosions. Wait a little bit. Go to your ×3 +1 position. Stand on the wall side. If you're a raid leader, use Shandi. Why use Shandi? Because the projectiles are gonna come much slower. If you don't have a circle, you don't tap. And if you don't have a magic circle in the middle, you have to eat 2 of these yellow buffs, because you'll get pulled in and then you go into a different dimension. And then people who are going inside the black hole need to tell us where the fake one is and where the real clone is. So we're in another dimension right now. So that one of them is at 9 o'clock. Let's see where the other one is. Okay, it's at 3. So I need to be here. It's either going to be... This is a stagger. If you succeed the stagger, you get to have 1 buff. Right? And then so I'm alive. So what people need to do is people need to find the second one. There's 4 total, and all 4 of us need to eat the buff in order to survive. Right? So everyone got it completely. Nice. Right? Now we are here. We're just doing damage again. She's going to the yellow meteor now. And sometimes you want to group yourself in the middle to bring Brelshaza in the middle, right? Because you don't want her to be on the wall side. Blue meteor is coming soon. Put it on the top side. See? You're controlling it. If blue meteor happens to come out, see? 11, 12, 1. Raid leaders must call that out. If you don't call that out, it's going to be very hard. So when a tile is about to break, it glows like that. So you can't be there, okay? So a yellow meteor came out because you're at line 76. And then when it breaks, these 3 tiles will need to respawn again, correct? In order for you to do that, you can't break the 4th tile. Oh no, someone died. Okay, so when there's a tornado, you have this buff here. So I have this buff at 12 seconds. Okay, I lost it. But you saw that buff there, right? You need to keep that buff. If you keep that buff, you get sent to another dimension where a black hole is. If you don't kill that black hole, an interstellar happens in the center of the map, and then you're going to get pulled in consistently, so you won't be able to do any of the mechanics properly. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wait what happens. This is a grab attack. So what you need to do here is 2 people need to get grabbed here. 1 person stand on this section, and then everyone else staggers. The reason why someone stands on this particular white magic circle is because an orb is going to spawn and then do an AoE damage that kills you. Well, that's why 1 person needs to stand on. So as you see this here, the blue meteor is happening, right? Blue meteor falls down, and then you're good. So we're gonna do the damage. We're gonna do the damage, and then yellow meteor is gonna come out very soon. So to know which is if this is a fake Medusa or not, is look at the waves carefully. Just look at the waves carefully. Now this is complete. The raid becomes significantly harder if you don't have that much DPS, and the reason why is The second shape that thing you do, most people use Inanna, right? And if you don't have enough DPS, you gotta use Azena, right? Because the later DPS you do, you run out of tiles. But we do so much DPS to a point that we have leftover tiles. But if you are doing a particular tri-party, a lot of the shapes are like glowing. They have like 1 or 2 left. That's why you gotta be careful. And then you use Inanna here to not get the inverted controls. Okay, so you go 9 here. And then when you're done here, you just kill her. That's it. So I'm not gonna do DPS to show you the next mechanic. So when she reaches about 15 lines, she disappears, and the corner tiles disappear like this. And this is where the raid becomes a little harder, right? Because you only have a couple of tiles left. Breaking additional tiles is fine, and then all you need to do is kill her from this point. That's normal. Hard, there's another phase, but normal, this is it. So that was Brelshaza normal 1 to 6 commentary run with my Gunslinger. There are so many things to talk about. That's why I tried to filter out some stuff, but there's only, you know, I'm doing the raid and there's only limited things to talk about, so I just say things that are like on top of my head. So there is some like missing information, but I think this particular guide / commentary run can help on a reference point with a future guide that I make, right? So you can kind of use it. You can kind of use it together. Which I say this all the time. With that being said, this concludes the Gunslinger commentary video. Any feedback's welcome. I probably gonna do 5 more because I have 5 more characters, right? Maybe I can do Gunslinger again, right? And based on maybe just pure positional based play, or not mechanics, but like pure positional play. What does a Gunslinger do here specifically? Maybe those kind of stuff could be good. But you know, either way, you know, we can. This raid resets every week, so we have a lot of time. But either way, that's what I'm going to do, guys. All right. I hope that Destroyer doesn't feel so bad, because it's not his fault. He just made a slight mistake. It was close. I thought we were gonna get a Deathless, but it's okay. You can get it next time.